Contrasting. I've only watched two games in the Champions League tonight. The Arsenal Bayern Munich one and R1 against PSV. Obviously, I missed out on the thriller between Real Madrid and Olympiacos, PSG versus Tottenham, Atletico Madrid versus Inter Milan. I will watch the highlights and I will give my full reaction to them games tomorrow. Make sure you stay tuned for that video, which is coming out tomorrow. And as you can see below the screen, add up my social media. There's another video on that. So make sure you hit up the follow button. Until then though, let's talk about this. Arsenal unstoppable, us unrecognizable. Let's talk about Liverpool first. Arne Slot, thank you very much for number 20. Amazing. Winning the Premier League in your first season, no matter how much people try to downplay it, is no joke. It is no joke. So you deserve full credit and you'll still go down in history of Liverpool Football Club. Gave us a record equaling title. Now, I think, wait, June, July, August, September. 6 months later, he's practically out of the door. 6 months later, he's out of the door. Imagine that. He's actually going to get sacked before Ruben Amorim. Deep that. Arne Slot is going to get sacked before Ruben Amorim. A Premier League winning manager. Getting sacked before that scrub. If you told me that 4 months ago, I would have laughed in your face to the point that I would have been struggling to breathe. But here we are. The players are not playing for him. I don't care how many interviews they do. I don't care how many times they say to the media that we're letting the manager down. Let's be honest. Action speaks louder than words. And on the pitch, they're not playing for the manager. They are not playing for the manager. I don't care what people say. They're not. Because you don't put in that type of performance on a consistent basis. We are on our worst run of form since 1953. Yes, I know people will be on ranting and shouting and screaming. I'm very composed. I'm not going to lose my marbles like that because I'm so broken to the point that I can't even show any emotions. 4-1 against PSV. We conceded 3+ goals in 3 consecutive games for the first time since September 1992. Deep that. We're supposed to be champions of England. We spent over 400 million just to put in them performances. Time's up, man. Also, conceded 10 goals in our last 3 games. 10 goals in our last 3 games. And Son defending for that goal. I'm not going to single out any individual player because as a collective, things has been poor. You know? So, yeah. That's what I have to say. Obviously, I've got other statistics as well. If I can bring it up. 9 defeats in 12 games. It's madness. I even forgot to do the intro. I even forgot to do the intro. You know? It's a disgrace what's going on. The players definitely have to take some responsibility because the mentality is gone. They're gone. It's 100%. They're gone. Like, no one's putting up their weight. No one's getting us out of trouble, apart from Sabazlai, funny enough. They said Florian Wirtz was the scapegoat. They said he was the scapegoat. He ain't the scapegoat, bro. We're ruining Florian Wirtz. We're ruining Alexander Isak. In fact, he's ruining Florian Wirtz. He's ruining Alexander Isak. He's ruining Hugo Ekitike. He's ruining Milos Kerkez. He is ruining these players. They need a new voice. They need new ideas. They panic every time we concede. We lose focus in the final third. The confidence is shot. What more can I say? Analyze the game. We gave away a penalty. Van Dijk put his arm up for a bus. Or a teacher calling out his name, asks a question. He put his hand up. He wants to argue as quickly as possible. When do you ever see Van Dijk give away a handball like that? People are understanding the assignment. The assignment is definitely there. Proofs in the pudding. He has an assignment. Get rid of this manager. And he's leading the charge. Perisic scores. Then after that, we actually score. Cody Gakpo cuts inside. Keeper saves the buzz, right place, right time. 1-1. And we actually started threatening. Obviously, Van Dijk with a corner. Hit the crossbar. Ekitike, had a shot saved, but it was 1-1. But you can see that PSV was still in the game and we was lacking confidence. In the second half, was on the front foot, but he didn't really do much with the ball. And then PSV, you know, on the transition, ball cross, goal. Kirkus lost this man. Then the third goal, Kanate. Yeah, man. It's poor. And then the fourth goal, I didn't actually see the fourth goal. I turned my TV off. I didn't actually see the fourth goal. I didn't see it. What, 4-1? What more can I say? What more can I say? Oh, is a disgrace when you think of it, really. Because I don't know. I don't know, man. Obviously, 27 shots to 9, 10 shots on target to 6, 4 big chances missed, 5 big chances for PSV. They scored 4. More XG. Dominic Szoboszlai again. Bless him, man. Bless him. The stats does not tell the full story, though. Does not tell the full story. Because we were dead. We were awful. Awful. But again, there's no way back for him, bro. He's finished. As for Arsenal, Bayern Munich. Arsenal unstoppable. They're the best team in the world right now. Mikel Arteta, fair play to you, man. Fair play to you, man. Best team in the world right now. Best team in the world right now. Bayern Munich has been scoring goals for fun. Ripping teams apart. Like the football, the pressing, went to PSG, dunked on them in their own backyard. They were serious. I even predicted Arsenal to win though, because I thought like the defense was going to hold out. Yes, they conceded, but look at Kimmich's pass. Kimmich's pass is what it takes to break down that amazing defense. Ridiculous ping to find Gnabry, squares it to Carl, 1-1. Get me? But let's be real, Arsenal was the better side. They marshalled everything. Bayern Munich couldn't get into the game. Harry Kane was marshalled. Elise, he had a nice little moment. He was keeping things tidy, but you couldn't get... Elise couldn't warm. He wasn't warming today, if that makes sense. The midfield, obviously Kimmich done well, but his partner, he got suffocated. And yeah, man, especially in that second half, Arsenal, they were toying with them in the second half. Obviously, corner after corner after corner, set piece after set piece, causing them all sorts of issues. That Bayern Munich's defense was struggling with that Arsenal. Like the game and press in terms of the corners, outrageous. And the goal was coming. Declan Rice had a chance, which was saved by Neuer. And then Calafiori, he made the changes. Calafiori came on for Skelly, and Calafiori got the assist. And Martinelli came on, got the assist. Calafiori, Madueke came on, got himself a goal to replace injured Trossard. Got himself a goal, his first goal for the club. And then Martinelli sealed the win because Neuer was doing his usual foolishness, trying to do sweep a keeper. No hard feelings for Bayern. They got beaten by a better side. Arsenal, they're the best team in the world right now. They're the best team in the world right now. Can they win the Champions League? Yes, they can win the Champions League. Do I want them to win the Champions League? Absolutely not. If they ever win the Premier League and the Champions League at the same time, I don't know what I'll do. I don't know what I'll do. Because that's madness. There's only 2 teams in Premier League history that's done that. Man United and Manchester City. Arsenal cannot be the third side to do it. Cannot be. No chance. That's crazy. Crazy work. But the squad depth, the players performing, they're in a real high right now. What's stopping them from doing so? What's stopping them from doing so? Let's be real. It's mad. As for Bayern Munich, obviously they couldn't get into the game like that. Arsenal marshalled them. They had a couple of moments. Obviously, Elise was in the box, but obviously he fell over to the floor, and Arsenal defense did their thing. Timber scored another corner, another goal with his header. And if I go through the stats for the game, I feel like it's going to reflect what I'm saying, because Arsenal definitely dominated the game in my opinion, especially in the second half. Like, obviously, 4 shots, 7 big chances, 4 big chances missed, Bayern Munich 0. Like, they definitely dominated the game, even though they had less possession. You understand? Definitely dominated the game, and they're just a complete side, man. It's a complete side. Hate to say it, but they're a complete side. Boy, Upamecano stinker. I don't think he was that bad when I watched him, but hey, listen. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Obviously, my reaction video for the rest of the Champions League games is going to happen tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. And until then, I'm out. Peace. Peace, man.